Hello there, my fellow racers and speed demons. We are here in the TVR Speed 12, and it just feels right. Now, some of y'all may be saying, I'm not really too familiar with this car. I'm not really nostalgic for it. What made you so excited about it? Ladies and gentlemen, let me take you back to a simpler time. Sega Dreamcast came out with this game. It's called Test Drive 6. And I actually played some of that not too long ago. And this car right here, alongside the Dodge Viper, the XJ220, and if you play Test Drive 4, the 69 Corvette Stingray. Some of these are my favorite cars, just because I got to play them in a video game. And listen, me and the Cerbera, we enslaved, beat, battered, and bruised plenty of AI. When the technology overlords start to reign supreme and Terminator Genesis us, you can blame me because it was bad. I was traumatizing the CPUs, but it was a simpler time. I'll go ahead and splice some footage so you guys can see what it looked like. Yeah, the models back then, yeah, the Cerbera, its best days were still ahead of it, because, brother, I don't know what I'm driving, but that's not even a Cerbera. I don't know what car this is. But, hey, it was the best they could do with the technology that they had. But, yeah, looking at how we've had this phenomenal glow-up 25 years later, I'm happy. I'm in hog heaven. All 32 of my teeth, they're smiling, shiny white from ear to ear. Who would have thought that this car would have made me start feeling like Chip Skylark? My shiny teeth and me, shiny teeth, shiny teeth. But so far, so good. We're in first place. That car tried to take me out. I'm clearly trying to take myself out and don't really care about winning the race because apparently I just decided, hey, let's throw. Who wants to throw? Who needs to win? But fortunately, seems like everybody else also threw on that turn, so it kind of evened out. But on an unrelated note, can someone tell me what determines the grid order? Because I feel like I always be starting in the back. Hey guys, would you look at that? Look who's starting in the back. Again, it's almost like the game has been plotting against me since its inception. But it's okay. I like a challenge. It's not like these people are gonna beat me, right? Comment section, you can be honest. Am I a mediocre driver? Like, am I above average? Am I okay? Because, like, I feel like I'm okay, but I also don't know if we live in an era where some people just don't know how to drive, don't know that there's so many advanced settings that could probably help them drive better, don't know that traction control could sometimes slow them down and may be the reason why their car is going to the shadow realm. Or that playing on automatic in some vehicles can make it really hard for your car to actually have the stopping power that you need to take certain corners at certain speeds. Like, to me, these are all like natural impulses of thought that just feel innate to the game where, duh, doesn't everybody know that? But, you know, I've observed how some of you drive and how some of your friends drive in the real world. And now I've come to realize maybe people just don't know. I've also seen these clips of like VTubers, apparently, or VTubers love Forza Horizon 6. And a lot of them, for some reason, don't know that the brake button is a useful tool. They all think that they got to use the handbrake or just all gas through every turn, which, sure, that might work in the Fast and Furious movies if you're Dominic Toretto, but for you, that's a quick way to speed run yourself into last place. I mean, if that's what you want to do and that's where you want to be, hey, you know, bring up the rear, do what you gotta do. I just don't think it's gonna go well for you in the long run, but you know, hey, who am I? Who am I but a tiny content creator, an insignificant speck in comparison? But I'm in first place though. Hoorah. I suppose I can't really complain about being at the back of the grid when there's only two of us. And speaking of one-on-one races, the Forza, at least let us choose what class the Toge Showdown happens in. Because I am tired of every time I try to queue up for Toge, or Togue, you know, it never really dawned on me, I may be saying this completely wrong. Anyways, Toge racing. I'm tired of being like, oh man, I just built this car for S1 Toge, and then I queue up, and then I get A-class, and I'm like, well, all right, that's cool. I'm down for A-class, I'll just pick something else. But then my opponent is like, nah, I don't like A-class. So then I load into a game and I have no opponent. because everybody wants to race a very particular car that they might have just built, and now they can't play against people because the classes are RNG. And then even then, what's very unfortunate is somebody will mess up on just one turn. It could even be turn one. And then once they realize, oh man, I lost the lead or I fumbled, there's no surrender button. So they just quit out because they don't want to do another 2 to 4 minutes, depending on the class and how long the race is, just to get spanked. You know, they don't want to wait that long when they can like, all right, I lost this one, I can just surrender and we can go to the next round. So now that they leave, then I finish the race. Also, where's my part? He quit this one too, bro. Another thing that does grind my gears is you don't get any story progression for doing the street races that are on the map. And I understand there's this whole notion of they're not quote unquote sanctioned events by the festival. And I guess because they don't want anybody running into traffic, running people over, or potentially causing damage to the reputation of the Horizon Festival. But y'all got speed traps, danger jumps, speed zones where you got me 500 feet in the air going 200 miles per hour, landing on pedestrians, taking out families of 4, making sure entire bloodlines fizzle out due to the monstrous inferno that I've turned them into, just so I can 3-star this overcomplicated series of progression events that y'all put in the game. So clearly it's not about the safety of the people. Y'all don't care about that. So why not just have like the street and the Toge events actually count towards the progress of the wristbands? I don't know, it's just food for thought. I just thought it was a little bit weird. Just thought it was a little strange. And also, you know, as someone who's been a big fan of the Midnight Club series, Street Racing Syndicate, Tokyo Extreme Racer, Need for Speed Underground, most, you know, games like that, Test Drive 6, you know, games like that, I feel right at home in this playlist. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying road racing is bad. Not saying road racing is inferior or cross-country racing is bad or off-road racing is bad. I just like this the most, and that might put me within a rare group of people, like rare company, so to speak. Also, this guy right behind me clearly wants to win this race. And he's not gonna get it. Very unfortunate. Let's pour one out for their chances of victory. Amen. You know, I really haven't given it really much thought what my favorite race is in the game, and it's probably either Metsumi Climb or the Tokyo City Docks. Tokyo City Docks Charge? I think that's what it's called. The one with all the shipping containers in the shipyard. Y'all know the one I'm talking about, but it's a street race and it's really fun. Although some of the shortcuts that are in that section are just absolutely wild. Like you intentionally miss a turn to go off into the grasslands so you can get a better run on the entry. And it's very complex. And, you know, I really like that there's some out of the box thinking that takes place on that race that isn't necessarily applicable to 99% of the other tracks in the game. And more tracks like that like allow you to come up with some pretty complex solutions to get better times and better positions, I honestly think are, you know, for the betterment of the game. I may be completely in the minority on that, but I do think that having more would be neat. But at the same time, I do not think they should become the majority of tracks, because then at that point we might as well be playing Trackmania, and this is Forza Horizon. Different genre, different skill set. And man, we're not gonna win this one, man. Easy Does It is gonna take it. Oof. All right, I want my rematch. Does it? I want my rematch. I want my salty run back. Ooh, and I got a better grid position than you. Oh man, I got to make the most of this. Also, somebody is in a crossbow. Is that car any good? I've actually never driven it. Man, just listen to the sound of this thing, man. I love it. Makes me feel alive. All right, easy does it. Listen, I may have almost thrown on turn 1, but hey, doesn't mean you got to pass me right now, big dog. I feel like I show my age every time I make a video, especially if y'all watched the last video where we completed the Blacklist Challenge. We won with every single boss car from Need for Speed Most Wanted 2005, every single Blacklist racer, and Cross. Yep, Cross got in on the fun too. And we won at least one online race with every single one of those cars, and I thought it was a fun video. Now, the YouTube algorithm, they said, yeah, we not sharing that to nobody. And you know, that's tough. That's tough. But I know you guys will go back and watch it because you guys like this type of content. But yeah, the Cerbera is really fun. Do it? No, don't do it. Don't. He's doing it. I'm still making a run in this lane. I'm not gonna hit you. I got manners. Hey, brother. Thank you. I think he only did that because he just knew that I was like gonna ram him, and then I didn't ram him, and he was like, oh. Because yeah, in a lot of situations like that, people will try to ram you. Unfortunately, or fortunately, I'm just not one of them. Dog, half the lobby just decided we're no longer queuing up, man. That's sad. And we got the same track, man. I'm skipping to the end, bro. Would you all believe it if I told you they all quit? Yeah. 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 I mean, the story is old as time. You're either first or you quit. So I feel like we should probably set a top 500 time. I feel like that should be our goal. Yeah, not 54 minutes, guy. And nope, I have not done it in S1. All right. Also, can we get a page up, page down when we're scrolling through the leaderboards? Can that be a button that we get, please? Thank you, Turn 10. Thank you. I'm begging. All right, here we go, baby. Okay, this dude's car is definitely faster than mine, but we might be able to outroute him. Okay, that wasn't even a clean shot at that. Brother, I am putting up some mid on the track right now. All right, watch this, y'all. Oh no, I missed the turn. Oh man. Oh wait, I have more speed than you. Now, I'm pretty sure there are 2 other turns that have shortcuts back there, but I don't know what angle to do them on, and I'm not even going to attempt them, and I'm not even sure if they're faster. But I like creative stuff like that, you know? Oh my, and I just threw the race. You know, whatever. We didn't lose too much speed. Brother, how do I still have the lead on a top 500 time after that? That's tough. I did not like that attempt. Well, XT Foz, you got cooked. I jumped into the top 400s. But I feel like I don't know. I didn't like that run. Like, I feel like I got another half second that I could shave off if I just don't drive like butt juice on 2 turns. So yeah, we're gonna see if we can jump into the top 300s and see if we can make something shake there. All right, turn up the music. I'm going quiet. That was rough. Man, I really wanted that sub 220, but hey, we'll take it. No. Bang! Mission accomplished. Where are we at? 315. Let's go. Anyways, if you like what you saw, y'all know what to do. Make sure y'all drop a like so y'all don't miss any more content that I plan on bringing y'all. And I'll see y'all next time.